our organization, let's talk about the Earn While You Learn courses. Now, one of the main missions of the foundation is to provide financial rewards to students when you attend online classes and share with others. Now, we've got thousands and thousands and thousands of students that have started investing, that are starting to turn their whole financial life around, that are getting those wonderful things going that we need to do. Our goal is to help you have a more stable life. Our goal is to help you have a more, to get your finances in order, your success systems in order. We want you to be an example for your children. So one of the things we do is we give out a lot of money to students to help you plant those money trees, to get that up and going. You want to have a whole orchard. The rich people have whole orchards of money trees. In fact, they got multiple orchards of money trees, and they produce fruit, and that fruit they take and they reinvest it. They take those seeds and plant more trees. Our goal is to help you do that. Most of you don't have a money tree. Well, we're going to give you one. And this, I want to just thank my good friend Robert Allen for teaching me all about the money tree formula and things like that. So Earn While You Learn, there's 5 steps to freedom and there's 7 steps to wealth. And you've heard this many times, but I want to make sure that you can see the brand new course. I spent most of last week doing a new course and updating the course. And here's what I found. As I've been teaching people, I found that we need to separate the 5 steps to freedom versus the 7 steps to wealth, because many people are only going to do the first 5. You're making money at a job and you're spending a lot of money. And most people, that's all they're doing right now. They don't know how much money they make. They don't know where they're spending it. And they're just being thrown all over the board. Well, we turned this into a game. So the first thing is that we need to get you structured and get those 5 steps structured before you can really launch and create big businesses. The way that you run your business is the same way that you run your personal finances. And so these companies that I've created and ran, we've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars worth of sales. Well, guess what? I treat the systems and the principles that I use to run our own family and our own investings the same that we do with our businesses. So you're not going to run your family one way and run your businesses a different way. So our goal is to help you do that. Now, the steps 6 and 7 are so important. I'm going to review those really quickly with you, but there are the 5 steps and 7 steps. Some people are just going to do the 5 steps, and that's fine. Many of you are saying, well, I don't really want to do an extra business. I'm happy with my life right now. I'm okay with where we're at. I'm comfortable with where we're at. But some of you are saying, you know what, I really want to have more stability. When I had my heart attack at age 34, I had 2 special needs little children that I knew that I had to figure out how to take care of and to bring revenue in case something happened to me, because I didn't think the government was going to do it. And so it really scared me. So I really went to work, and this is the stuff I learned. And now you flash forward today, my son's now 35 years of age. He's taken care of. He's set. I remember going to, autism was not very well known, 33 years ago. And we had him diagnosed, and we found a program that was in Los Angeles, which is quite a ways away. It was $40,000 just for the program, which is about $150,000, $160,000 today. And we'd have to relocate to Los Angeles. And I didn't have the money. And I sat down with my friend Robert Allen. I said, Bob, what am I going to do? And he goes, Tom, go make so much money that you can put your kid in whatever program you want and never, ever regret it. You're never going to regret spending money on your child. Like, oh, all right. And that's what we did. And we went to work and we did all these things. And you flash forward today that we've got ample, the kids are taken care of. And now the extra money, what do we do with that? Well, we want to be able to give it to other people to help them, because we had mentors that helped us. Now, in order for you to be really successful, you've got to really master these 5 and 7 steps. And we're going to be doing this in some fun ways and some fun competition ways. But I just want to kind of review that with you briefly so that you can get a real good idea of how this all works. So first of all, you're going to earn while you learn. This brand new course that we have really gets you into step 6. And here's what I'm finding is step 6 is we've got to help take those little businesses, small business, and turn them into big businesses. We need other businesses. We need to work on our business, not in our business. And we needed to start tackling real estate. All of you have to have a place to live. You might as well get your house paid off quicker. You might as well figure out how to make extra money with real estate because it's everywhere. And then the wealth formula. But I would just take you through those real quick so you get a good idea. So there's the 5 steps to freedom and the 7 steps to wealth. And of course, step number 1 is to make more money. Number 2 is to separate it. You've got to figure out how to make more money. Separate it. Give to individuals is number 3. Number 4 is automatically invest. And number 5 is save and spend. Now, if you're talking to somebody, if your system is too hard to explain on the back of an envelope, it's too hard. So everybody pull out an envelope or a small piece of paper, or take your paper and fold it in half. You want to be able to write these things down. There's 5 steps to freedom. You need to make more money. You need to separate your money. You need to give some away. You need to invest. And number 5 is to spend, to save and spend. But the most important one in all of this is number 4. Honestly, I don't care how much you make, and I don't care where you spend it. Now, there's some things that I tell you not to do if it's damaging your health or whatever, but we're not nitpicking on number 5 on the save and spend. What we're doing is doing whatever it takes to get money into 4, to get that investment account going. Now, the way you make more money in the top left corner is most of you have a job. This is your real income producing that's going to make you the most money in your lifetime for most people. But some of you need a small business. Now, the way you make more money is you study successful people. You solve bigger problems and you add more value. If you'll do those 3 things on the top right, that will make a huge difference in what you do. And everything you do, every morning you get up, you say, who am I going to study today? Who am I going to study and do what they do? What problems are out there? I look for problems. My team will say, most of the time when we're having our meetings, what's our next biggest problem? What's our next biggest problem? And let's go solve it. Because problems are fun. Problems are a game and games are fun. And, we don't think of money as real money. We think of it as numbers. It's just numbers. And when you win, you get perks, you get bonuses. You got to add value. You got to be more valuable than the next guy. You got to add more value than somebody else. Then people naturally do business with you. Now, the investing part is where a lot of people get lost a little bit. So number 5, your save and spend. You're going to have your own checking account, your own, you're running a lot of money through your phone, whatever you're doing to do your family account. That's perfect. But the investing is another step. And it needs to be separated. We separate our money. Every month when we make money, we throw it over the fence back into number 4. As you make money, you're automatically going to take that money and put part of it into a separate account. Now, we want you to have an investment account. Now, there's 2 kinds of investment accounts. There's a personal account. Hey, I've got a personal investment account where I can invest in stocks. I can get a higher rate of return. You're either going to loan or own, and I can get a higher rate of return doing that. And then there's retirement accounts. In America, we have different retirement accounts. You have different ones all over the world. And that's where you get some tax breaks. But you're going to have a personal investment account, and then many of you are going to have a retirement investment account where you get some tax savings. In America, we want you to start putting money in your Roth IRA. You don't get a tax break today, but guess what? You're never, ever, ever going to pay taxes on any of that money, which is not a big deal. If you're working for a company that has a 401k where they're going to match they're going to match whatever you put in, then that's where you're going to fund first. Get as much money as you get because you got 100% match. You get a tax break today, but you got to pay taxes on it when you pull it out, but they doubled your money in there. And then, of course, you're going to have an individual retirement account. So if they're matching, you put the money into the 401k. If they're not matching, you go hardcore into the Roth. And then you put it into your IRA. Now, the big piece for many people, and I see this all the time, people are getting confused about their asset allocation. You're going to either loan or own. I'm going to loan money on stuff. I'm going to loan money to governments, to corporations, to schools. You're loaning money to the bank. You're loaning money to the investment house when you put money into that account. You're loaning them money, and guess what? They need to pay you back. You're loaning money to governments, and you're going to either loan or you're going to own. What are you going to own? Well, I'm going to own stock. I'm going to own real estate. I can own some crypto. I do the first 2 to start with. Now, your asset allocation, we're going to teach you about that and how all that works. And just simply go through the class, go through the 5 and 7 steps, which is you're going to make money for doing that. In addition to that stock market, many of you pick and choosing. Take 10% of your own. If you got 100, we're just going to use $100, and you're going to put $20 into into your loan, and then the other $80 you're going to put into your pick and choose. Well, you can put maybe 5 or 10% of that. You can put maybe $10 into that, which is okay. If you really want to pick and choose, take a little bit and pick and choose. Mutual funds are great. Sometimes they have a little bit higher expense ratio. And so you're going to take most of it and you're going to put in the S&P 500, the 500 biggest companies in America, as well as Berkshire Hathaway. Now, I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm just telling you what to do with the money we give you. And if you want to be successful, find somebody that's done it and then do what they do. That's kind of crucial. Now, a lot of people get to this point and they say, oh, that's it. That's all I need. Well, that will help you to be free, but you got to get a lot of money. You got to get 10 to 20% of that top line revenue of your make money into that investment account. And some people can't do it just because of the cost of living. So that kicks us into the 7 steps. Now, the 7 steps is the first 5. You're going to do that. But the 6th step is you need to create multiple streams of income. You need to turn that small business into a bigger business. You need to have multiple businesses that you can work that you're not working in, but you're working on. And that's a huge difference. So, if you just got another job, you could have got another job if you start a small business and you're the business. We want to be able to have it run where you are not required to be there every day and to make it work. And real estate, you have to have a place to live. Let's figure out how to get your houses paid for. Let's figure out how to get your real estate going up. That's where a lot of the wealth came from for me. We made $10 million in real estate, and I did one technique and I did it over and over and over again. We bought a little 4-unit building with very little down. We had renters that paid the payments that came in, and then we got some tax breaks, and then they doubled in value. Over 25 years, they all got paid off. That's how long the loans were, and they got paid off. But the renters gave me the money, and they doubled in value. And I had 20 of them. So that's how we did it. That's how I made $10 million doing real estate. So the real key is the wealth formula. The wealth formula is very simple. You need to take money from your job. You need to take money from your real estate and your businesses. Every time you're making money, it needs to go into a separate account. And you put money in there every week, every month. Times have a go up in value. You can't just leave it in your checking account where the bank's taking your money and making money off of you. You need to make your own money. It's got to go up in value. Time's time. This isn't an overnight thing. We're going to create a whole orchard of money trees. Well, trees take a while to grow. We want strong, strong roots. And it's going to take time, but that equals wealth. That equals wealth. Now, when you get started, we want you to be able to go to the website. When you go to successmoneyfoundation.org, you can come down here, and here's the homepage right here. So you can see there's all these wonderful pieces on here. Make sure that you're logged in, which I am. And there's 7 ways that you can make money. One is that you can earn money when your friends watch the Share the Wealth and Win. You can earn money when you watch the Share the Wealth and Win. The quick start, this is some new stuff we just added, number 3. Click here to earn another $10. So when you come here, this is a brand new one that I just recorded. It took me about 4 days to do it. This is the new 5 and 7, where I really kind of stripped it out and made it easier to really get into those last 2 steps. And I highly, highly recommend that you go through that one. And then, of course, there is the overview of the foundation. You're going to teach your kids. If you really want to learn something, teach it. And we made this so simple. You just follow the slides that we created. And then, of course, there's the money secrets. This one is ideal just to spin through there and look at the different secrets. There's about 50 of them that you can do. And then how to open your investment account and how to redeem your Buffett bucks. Those are all kind of crucial right there. So that's one of the ways you do it. You come here to start. You can see that there's 7 ways to make money, and there's all the ways that you do it. So that's really key. That's kind of crucial for you to be able to get up and to get going. And our goal, of course, is to help you have a better life, help you and your family have a better life. Now, tomorrow, we do 3 classes a week. We do classes on Mondays, we do them on Thursdays, we do them on Fridays. And this class will be repeated in 12 hours. So the people around the world will be able to hear it in a different time zone. Friday, we do help sessions, and then it's all about case studies where you're bringing your deals to class, and we're going to analyze those deals because we want to jump in and do the 90-day challenge. 90-day challenge is based into 3 30-day challenges, which is based into 12 weekly challenges, which is based into a daily challenge. We're going to talk about that in the next segment. So that's kind of the key of what you're going to do and how you're going to get there. Okay. So that's crucial. That's crucial of where you're going to go. We want you to do the 7 steps, go through them individually, but start sharing this with others. And then, success is a series of daily victories. Our goal is to do the daily victories, okay, and make it happen. So stay tuned. We're going to be right back with our next section. So make a difference, make it happen, and remember that every life